Well, aloha. Welcome back to my channel, Birthday Messaging Blueprint. So, on this occasion, I'm going to continue with the journey. So, this is part two. Just to recap, in part one, we talked about my target of getting 1,000 users by the end of the year, so in about 180 days. And then I broke it down into one, research and development, and then a message that will be crafted to uh, deal with the either problem of our fear factor, in obviously with the goal of getting consistent and well qualified leads and business, eventual business for medium and long term. And the focus will be in the niche of what we call the social media hemisphere. Then we also, obviously, I've also mentioned the fact that we'll be crafting uh, an offer which will consist of a combination of a minimum of at least one or two products or more, which will obviously help uh, deal with and add value to the lives of my contacts in this hemisphere. So, what I'm going to do over the next uh, sessions, yeah. So I'm breaking it into rather than call it days, I'm calling it parts. But technically, I must say this: I've been away for about 11 days, not for the sake, but obviously you get on with life, but also the fact that a lot of research is being done in the background, so that when I come on board, I can share this with you. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to focus in the area of research and development. So what that means is that I'm going to it's work in progress as the case may be, but this is crucial because one thing I perhaps personally identify is the fact that if you don't know who you are targeting or helping or supporting, you're going to waste a lot of time not getting the right product service. So I think I've picked up somewhere where you say the market has to depict what offer you have in place. So you can't work the other way around. So you have to work uh, whereby you have to be clear in your, as I mentioned in the last session, on your avatar. And I'm going to emphasize on this because I have to keep on reminding myself. So let's rock and roll on this, shall we? So the first thing I want to do is I just want to do a breakdown. So areas that I'll be looking at. So I'm just going to break this down now. So the first thing I want to do is we want to know what niche we're going after. I think the Americans call it niche, uh, niche. They call it niche, and the Europeans call it so. Anyway, let me get on with it. So then we have the. So I'm brainstorming, brain dumping at the moment. So we have competitors, and then we have uh, marketplace, and then you have ideas from other markets. And then we have the cost of acquisition. And then we have cost of acquisition, financial projections. And financial projections in the sense that as a result of the offer, how will that add value to the lives of the avatar, which I should, when they make use of the offers in place. All right. So let's break that down. So we got the niche here. A niche. What other establishments are serving this niche? And so we classify as competitors. You can also call them. We've also take into consideration partners. What would be the cost of acquisition of an avatar? The marketplace. So is it a seasonal situation? Is it ongoing? Is it evergreen? Things like that. Ideas from other markets. So, and how we can apply this to the situation here. Financial projections. So, cost of acquisition. Obviously, more to come. So these come to mind at the moment. All right. Now we're going to be obviously taking a bird's eye view of the whole situation. Now, once we are clear on our candidate, usually depicted as the avatar, and then we know what type of message we'll be crafting for such an audience, right? Okay, so the message will be how. So how is the message sent or transpired to passed on to the thing? So first one is obviously through social media. Let me just open that up. Email. Email is very important because obviously you control the data. So I've had situations where we built up a page to about 250,000 followers and likes, and woke up the next morning. I think it was on Facebook, and the whole page was shut down without notice. So it's very important that you have your own. This is actually crucial to the whole system in terms of communicating with your audience. Then we have mail, that's a snail mail. And then we have all these are just systems of communication. So SMS, and then we have vocal communication, which obviously is the telephone. We have mobile, which is what most people use nowadays. What else? So we've got email, so social media. That's what comes to mind. And snail mail, we've mentioned that. So these are the ones so far. I'll organize these later. This is just a brain dump. Then the offer, so it comes in many formats. Coaching. We have checklist. We have workflow. Spell workflow properly. Yeah, let's tag that properly. Workflow. We have online training, online courses. Of course, we have SaaS software. And then on an ongoing basis, we could look also at membership. Okay, and then we have media, which encompass things like live shows, seminars, webinars, so on and so forth. All right. So the marketplace. So now, what will happen next? So these are just a bird's eye view of how we'll be conducting it. So we just say this is area number one, area number two, and area number three. Okay, just do that. So here you have it. Okay, this will serve as a foundation. These will serve as the pillars, and this will serve as the outcome, where you add value to the lives of the. Our main focus will be the avatar. Obviously, we can't do all at once, so I'm going to start with one area of concern, one area of delivery, one solution. Yeah, step by step. Uh, that's all for now. Until the next one. Thanks a lot.